来看看世界主要国家人民购买力哪家强？
那座你最想去却始终无法踏出第一步的城市，那曾经最美好，现在却被现实冲掉的梦想。我觉得幸福是
我们的你是哪几个领导？我请问你，我不是领导。你那样你能找我干啥？我没说那。请不要问我哈，你那几个，一个、两个、三个、四个、5个、6个、7个、8个，8个发言的。就是些土匪，发言也是土匪，放哪来？就果敢说你发言是土匪，放哪来？抢那边的财产，土匪！你们是些走狗，土匪走狗！真的是在跟国家世界的成对台戏来简直是来欺压老百姓的。我还怕你们那个嘛？我跟你说。
我时常牵挂着奋战在脱贫一线的同志们，280多万驻村干，280多万驻村干。
死了。
has seen its exports fall during the first 10 days of May due to the impact of COVID-19. The Korea Customs Service said Monday that exports from May 1st to May 10th amounted to some $6.9 billion, down over 46% from the same period last year. Car exports plunged over 80%, while petroleum products shrank over 75%, and semiconductors were down over 17%.
The lockdown must continue. That was the key message behind Prime Minister Boris Johnson's address on Sunday as he warned the British public to stay alert.
I know, you know, that it would be madness now to throw away that achievement by allowing a second spike.
Johnson stressed the importance of maintaining lockdown while simultaneously introducing cautious mini-steps towards normality.
And from this Wednesday, we want to encourage people to take more and even unlimited amounts of outdoor exercise. You can sit in the sun in your local park, you can drive to other destinations.
The economy has also been hit hard by the lockdown. France is officially in recession, with its biggest contraction since the end of the Second World War. With pressure mounting, it's no wonder politicians have been so desperate to begin opening up the country once again.
So we begin in Iran, where there are fears that dozens of people could be dead after a naval ship was mistakenly hit by a missile during an exercise. It's confirmed the accident killed one sailor. State TV says several others were injured. It happened when a support vessel got too close to a target during Iranian naval exercises in the Jask region of southern.
The US is reportedly removing Patriot anti-missile systems and other military assets from Saudi Arabia as it winds down a military buildup that began as tensions with Iran flared up last year. Remember, the US deployed more assets there after an attack on Saudi Aramco oil plants last September. Dozens of US military personnel will also be reassigned.
A scientific paper on the origins of the coronavirus and how it was transmitted from animals to humans. It was published in an esteemed medical journal, one of the best in the world, called Nature. But what wasn't disclosed was that the laboratory that did the genetic sequencing and virus isolation for this study was a PLA, a People's Liberation Army laboratory. And they thank someone called Wu Chan Kao in the acknowledgements. He is a PLA member and he's got the rank of colonel.
How much higher do you think the unemployment rate will go?
Well, I think that again, we should, the next one should be around 20.
Aren't we talking close to 25% at this point, which is Great Depression neighborhood? Chris, we could be. The reported numbers are probably going to get worse before they get better.
Okay, there's some of the administration officials talking on the Sunday chat shows about the economy going forward after we get through this pandemic. Let's bring in Peter Navarro. He's the director of the Office of Trade and Manufacturing, National Defense Production Act Policy Coordinator as well. He joins us, as you can see, from the North Lawn of the White House. Peter, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? What's going on?
I'm doing okay. You know, those numbers were jaw-dropping, 20, 25%. The president has made it sound as if...
Let me say something about that.
Yes, please.
That was a pity party yesterday on the Sunday show. Margaret Brennan, George Stephanopoulos, Chris Wallace. It was a pity party. This is not the Great Depression. Anybody who thinks this is the Great Depression doesn't understand either history or economics. The Great Depression was a 10-year process that came out of the end of World War I and went through an inflation and then a deflation cycle. It was accompanied by catastrophic applications of currency, trade, fiscal, and monetary policy, and it lasted a very, very long time. Here's what we have here. We had President Donald J. Trump built up the strongest and most beautiful economy in 3.5 years, and then the Chinese Communist Party dropped a virus on the world that within 60 days has temporarily shut us down. And all we need to do here is focus on the mission, the original mission of Donald J. Trump, which is to bring manufacturing onshore, to have the American people make things here, and we will move forward in a way where we will rebound. Now, it's going to be a long process because of the structural adjustments that are going to take place as we adapt to the virus socially and culturally and economically. But this Great Depression pity party stuff I saw yesterday, this ain't that. And we got a great president here who built up this economy once, and he can do it again and will do it again. So let's we need to focus on what's in the future here, and it's a bright future.
Great.
A rising chorus, and I quote from the Wall Street Journal, a rising chorus of American voices now argues that confronting China should become the organizing principle of U.S. foreign policy. That is incorrect. The rising chorus of American voices says that confronting and defeating the Chinese Communist Party, not China as a nation and not the Chinese people, they're our allies, Mr. Richard Haas of the Council on Foreign Relations and the faculty of Georgetown. You are just fundamentally incorrect. All of you intellectuals, all of you financiers, everybody that's dined off these people that come on this show, when you hear about their oppression, you hear about their families, you hear about the gulags, you hear about the slave labor, that's you. This is, hey, you're not really a nation. That Westphalian thing's not working. This is all kind of a network, and we got big network problems. We have, global climate change. We got pandemics. We got this. No. Here's what we got. We got a problem. It's in Beijing. We have a totalitarian dictatorship. They're working with Pakistan and Persia and Turkey and Russia and the little vassals in North Korea are trying to control the Eurasian landmass. You say down here you got some nonsense, there's not expansions. Wake up, brother. They're running the East India Company's policy in reverse. They think we're a tributary state. You know why they think we're a tributary state and they're laughing at us? Because you're the head of the Council of Foreign Relations. I'm sure you're going to be on Morning Joe on Monday with your essay and all this. Listen, we're showing you respect because we're going to take all week and beat down on this, okay? Because this is an avenue for kowtowing. This is an avenue for retreat. This is an avenue for abject failure. This is what we've been doing until Donald Trump came along. Biden, step up. When Trump sat there and said no flights coming in from China, which was the CCP, when the CCP, whether it came from the lab or not, we're going to find out. Whether it's part of a biological weapons program or not, we're going to find out. We don't know. That's what the intelligence agency, former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd, that's what we're looking at right now, okay? But we do know, as a matter of fact, they knew about it. And we do know, as a matter of fact, that they didn't care about the people in Wuhan. They didn't care about the people in Hubei. They just locked that down, but they let it go all over the rest of the world by constricting their own travel. And that's what spread it to Europe and then to JFK, and then from JFK all the way through the United States. And we now have almost 80,000 of our countrymen that are dead in a mass casualty event. And no, the pandemic in 1918 is not a mass casualty event. That's a pandemic. This was, and I quote, the 45th President of the United States, an attack equivalent to Pearl Harbor.
我另外有3个行动，我要告诉大家啊。第一个，告诉大家，欧洲、澳大利亚、新西兰，接下来将全面的行动啊，法治基金、法治社会啊，将作为背后的最重要的金融支持者啊，我们已经做出决定，开始资助他们整个像当时战斗史一样啊，没有我们没有战斗史是吧？在欧洲、全世界有，现在日本大概在很快也会有，所以说我们接下来法治基金除了捐助在美国甚至还有日本各个国家的那些口罩、手套、医疗设备之外，我们将展开大量的这个支持。反共在全世界的媒体和行动，这是第一个。第二个，我们现在已经和最起码3个以上的国家达成私下的即将完成的协议，未来将由法治社会、法治基金来全面执行落实，就是一个中国人在国内受共产党残害和现在迫在眉睫的有威胁的人物救助计划，这将是法治社会、法治基金第2个要做的。这个是希望能得到护照权，比如说我们的英雄我可以告诉大家，从昨天起前天起星期4 他已经会很快拿到美国护照啊，他已经是特别安全身份啊。这个路德先生，我相信你已经知道了啊，已经是啊，而且包括在英国那个已经被认可说你可以拿这个身份啊，已经特批，现在就是想办法怎么来这的问题。他本人还有压力，还不敢来这里啊，我们正在解决。另外，今天出来的人已经被某国马上入境，直接告诉他你已经是这国公民了，从即时起啊，未来的48小时你会拿到这个国的护照。从现在起，你受这个国家最高证人安全保卫方式啊，就你的护照你可以选择完全不同的名字，你的护照任何人不能查询啊，你的家人可以选择任何城市中深山老林生活方式，没有人可以碰啊。这个是非常叫新的救助计划全面开始，这就是法治地方的法治社会现在要干的。最后一个第3个我们要宣布的事情，在美国，我们还有加拿大，还有在澳大利亚、新西兰、日本啊，这个荷兰、英国、法国、西班牙啊，还有德国，这些我说包括巴西啊，包括旁边的周围的国家，我们最起码成立50个新的喜马拉雅农场。